because JJ bailed, we're stealing his draft or your draft concept. We were going to do it with him, but now we're going to do it without him.
We need Davis to come draft on our show, by the way. I can't believe that hasn't happened.
It's true. Davis, this is your first ever draft.
That's true.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Davis is probably really good at drafting.
We'll see.
Like JJ has actually fallen off significantly draft-wise. Like he likes to make fun of me, but I don't know what his issue is, but the last 3 months he's just been tanking them, and either I've been winning or the guests have been winning. But I feel like Davis would just do a ton of prep and would come in. The other person who's really good at drafting is Tyrese. Like shockingly good. Like he comes with these deep cuts. And we're like, dude, you're 20 years old. I don't even know how you know about this thing.
We wouldn't know because we can't get Tyrese on the show. We've tried.
Right.
And yes, Tyrese, this is me calling you out. We've tried multiple times and he's bailed multiple times. Anyways, I digress. All right. I'm with two of the best sidekicks in the game, and that sounds demeaning calling you two sidekicks, but the concept or topic for this draft is best sidekicks. So let's just get it popping here. Tommy, why don't you go first?
Okay. Thank you for the heads up on the topic.
Well, wait,
didn't really give you much. Sidekicks in any form.
Okay,
legitimately any form.
It doesn't, so it's not just movies or TV
No, I would
shows
actually
or anything
prefer
like
it. I would actually prefer it if you really stretched it. Like you just came with some.
Are we doing 5? Are we snaking it? What's the format?
We'll do 5 and we'll snake it.
So this is a weird first pick, but I love the show so much that I think I'm not saying that he's somebody I would want to hang out with, but I think the overall the acting, the character, what it represents is one of the best, maybe the best television sidekick in the history of TV. And that's Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad.
Wow.
Okay. Whoa.
Great answer.
Here we go.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I like that a lot too. Actually, quick anecdote. My grandparents
Davis deals meth on the side.
Yeah, quick anecdote. I also am selling meth. No, our grandparents, for their latest anniversary, we got them a book of activities to do together, and one of which, for some reason, was watch Breaking Bad. And so they have started the show. My grandpa loves it. My grandma's not as big of a fan. Too much foul language for her. But we'll see. They're just a couple episodes in, so maybe it'll grow on them.
It's not for everybody, but it's if you like it, you really like it.
Wait, can we just acknowledge the fact, outside of your family, how is that anecdote relevant to anybody that could be listening to this podcast?
I thought it was important to share.
What
providing color to his family? I think that's fine.
What made you motivated to share that anecdote? I'm actually genuinely curious.
I thought
your grandma going to be pissed at you for blowing up her spot?
She listens every week. I just thought it was worth. Thought it was worth it.
Okay. I love the show.
All right, Dave. But what's your second pick? Second overall pick. What do we got?
I'm going. I think this is our show, so we're going to make the rules. I'm going to say this is allowed. I'm going to duo. I'm going Timon and Pumbaa. Lion King, top 3 movie all time for me.
I have questions about that pick.
One of them has
two sidekicks. I thought there's one side.
No.
It's just one person.
They are Simba's sidekicks.
But you have to pick one of them.
No. We're doing best sidekicks. They as a tandem are sidekicks to Simba.
I'm going to let it slide.
So is our background singers considered sidekicks?
Yeah,
I guess so.
Is JC Chazé and those guys, Lance Bass, are they typically sidekicks?
Yeah, I think so.
I hate that answer. I'll let it slide just for the
questionable. I love those guys, but
I'm not going to fight it from a time standpoint because we're running.
If you made me pick one, I'm going Timon. But I think as a duo, they are inseparable, and they help Simba relax when he needs to. They help shift his perspective, but then they're there to ride for him in battle when needed. What else can you ask for?
It's fine. I'm gonna answer. So I got 2 here coming up. My first one is just fastball right down the middle. Scottie Pippen. Okay. It's hard to argue he's not one of the best. My second one.
Do not let him hear that. He's not going to be happy. Scottie will not be on this show.
That's a good point. My second one is Baxter the dog from Anchorman. I think he plays an unbelievable role to Ron.
Yeah.
I think he adds a emotional side. Not obviously Ron already has one, but I think he adds a human element to Ron. I think he just plays the role beautifully. And then after, getting punted off the bridge, he makes his heroic return at the end and saves the day. I think Baxter Burgundy is my second pick, and I think it's a great one.
That's a good pick. Very, very good pick. That's
such a unique answer. I would have never, but I agree. I think it's a good pick. Well done.
Back to you, Dave.
All right. I typed up we had a head start on Tommy on this one, so I typed up a little bit of a list here. I'm looking through it. There are a couple good ones. I think I'm going to go Donkey from Shrek, though.
Yeah,
that's a good answer.
It just seems kind of like a classic. It's early enough in the draft where it's like, I want him there. So
you're really staying in the animated movie.
Oh yeah,
I know.
That's where my mind went.
Yeah, I mean, you could get deducted points for lack of creativity, but go ahead.
I'm gonna go with my second pick. I'm gonna go with Wilson, the volleyball from Castaway.
Nice.
Wow, that's a great one.
I feel like that's a kind of unimpeachable sidekick. Third, I gotta think. I want to do a basketball one, but so a guy that unlike Scottie, I think would be fine being considered a sidekick. Who I just loved watching play was Manu with those Spurs teams. So I'm gonna go with Ginobili as my sidekick for Duncan, obviously, on those championship teams, because he sort of served the role of like a basketball sidekick, and it was that he was obviously didn't start. He was just always there when they needed him, and he was always there to basically provide, backup, color, support, everything like that, but had no interest in being the face of the franchise or anything like that. And so that like when I think about like basketball sidekicks, that fits more than, you have three superstars and they take turns, because all three of them will get pissed if they're considered not to be the man.
Right.
So it's like you need to have someone who's like okay in that spot.
That's a great take. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I like that too.
Wow,
okay,
guys, I'm getting so much positive feedback. This is like so unique for me.
Yeah,
we did a draft yesterday with Shea Serrano and Mina Kimes. First of all, Shea was a horrible drafter, like so bad. But they're really good at just shitting on other like there's a skill, like Gladwell's good at this too, at like even when you're wrong, arguing somebody down where like they're actually factually incorrect and they still win the argument because Shea's like amazing at it. Like he's wrong on the thing and yet he convinces everybody that he's right, and you just are like, you feel like you're taking crazy pills.
I like it. No, I mean, it requires a certain level of persistence and will is really what it boils down to.
Yeah. All right,
go ahead, Dave.
If I can go grandparents aside, Tommy, then you can go Shea Serrano aside. I think that's fair.
Yeah. I think so.
I'm going to go. I mean, I'm looking at my board. You guys, I'm just going to keep taking the good stuff. I think I have to go. This isn't animated. It's in a similar realm. I'm going to go Chewbacca. I mean, how is Chewbacca?
Dave,
is the demo of this show like 13-year-olds? Like, I don't even understand what's going on right now.
Your first opportunity to draft, and you are just, I don't want to say failing miserably, but my goodness.
This is 1 for 12.
Exactly. Like what audience are you trying to capture here? Like, who
None.
are you speaking to?
I think that's the point, is there's no audience here that I'm trying to capture. I'm picking things that are near to my heart.
He's trying to make his grandma happy after he called her out on his own podcast.
True. Like, yeah, that's obviously true too. No, come on. Star Wars is a classic. You kidding me?
All right. I got Turtle from Entourage. And the reason that I'm choosing Turtle is because, kind of not like my previous pick in Scottie Pippen, Turtle is so willing to be a sidekick. And I think that there's a strength in that. The strength of like having the self-awareness to just like really know your role and just sell out to it completely. And I think he just provides levity, which
What's your feeling on that show now?
What's my feeling?
Yeah, did you watch all of it?
Oh, I mean, I probably watched Entourage through probably 5 or 6 times. I mean, it's, it lacks definitely kind of like any sort of like depth. But if you don't think it's entertaining, then I don't know if we can really be friends. Because it's incredibly entertaining. I will say, like, it's very classic of like when you're in high school or maybe like early college of it just so perfectly fits into like, oh, if I made it big, this is what it would look like. And like just anybody can kind of just like put themselves into that role of Vince.
And now you're Vince. Now you got an entourage.
I'm not Vince. So we like kind of talk about that. And I consistently dispute the fact I don't want to be Vince. That's not my role.
You're Vince of Miami. This is Duncan's Vince. So who's
I'm not Vince.
Davis is E. I don't think I've met your turtle yet.
Turtle could be taken in a few different directions.
Yeah, I was gonna say Turtle has such a career or a character arc that it kind of depends at what point of which turtle are you looking for.
JJ was supposed to be in that show and he bailed on it.
Oh wow. What a missed opportunity.
Because JJ at Duke, you guys might be too young. JJ at Duke was like most famous college player in the country, and they were just being like, and that was when that show was hot, and they were like, you come out and be in it, and he's just like, I'm good. That and One Tree Hill. One Tree Hill he wanted to be in, but the schedule got fucked up, which actually would have been hilarious because we would play that clip over and over again if he was in that.
That feels like a missed opportunity.
That would be two incredible cameos if JJ was in either of those.
We gotta get Duncan. We gotta get Duncan in a show. What show are we gonna get Duncan? Know what we should get you in? So we had Adam McKay on the podcast like 4 months ago. He's making a show about the Showtime Lakers.
That's right.
For HBO.
I think
we already got him to agree that JJ could be in it as like a third like bench guy on the Celtics or something like that. I don't know if it's going to work out with your season, but it would just be like when you like, because you're not going to like act. You don't have to like act. You can just be like a guy who just like hits a couple threes. And then everyone's like, is that Duncan?
Well, I could do that. All right, I get another pick here, don't I?
Yeah.
A little bit of pandering, but I really get to see the behind the scenes, and that's why with my fourth selection, I'm taking Davis Patrick Reid as best sidekick. I mean, the guy does an inordinate amount of heavy lifting behind the scenes.
You guys are so fucking corny. Oh my!
Yeah, that was bad. I didn't like that.
I have to do it. Listen, he's an incredible sidekick. I didn't like.
You better put a graphic up on Twitter like we do, and have everyone shit on these picks. That is insane.
Wait, I've had fantastic picks up until this point. Davis is my one that you could maybe dispute, but the other ones have been fantastic.
That made me. I actually physically feel pain after that.
I'm uncomfortable.
Seriously.
All right, Dave, go ahead.
All right, I'm not switching gears because of you two. I just want to let you guys know that. This is just I'm going down my board, but I'm going Chris Bosh because that guy was the perfect sidekick in the Big Three. Took a little bit of a lesser role, but got the job done. Stepped up when he needed to. I'm also pandering to our Heat fans a little bit. But Chris Bosh is my fourth pick.
I like that. Chris is
quality.
Yep. All right. I got two.
Yeah.
I'm going, I don't remember his name, but you guys ever see Bad Santa?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the little guy.
Wait, who's in Bad Santa again?
It's Billy Bob Thornton, and then he has his elf. I'm going with that elf, whatever his name is. That dude is hilarious.
We'll get a name. We'll get a name search for that for the graphic.
Everyone knows. If you've seen the movie, you know who I'm talking about.
That's a good take. All right, fair enough. Right. I mean, I don't love it if we're being honest. I think you should at least be able to come to the table with a name instead of like a vague description.
I know it would be nice. Maybe I could have come with it if I had any warning that we were drafting this topic.
Fair enough.
Maybe even a 9-second heads up, so I could have Googled this guy's name. But you know what? I just go no notes and I just draft it out. This is like fucking. It's like you and shooting.
Fair.
Just fucking whip it off. All right, my last one. Have you guys seen Sopranos?
Yes.
All right, I'm going Paulie. Paulie's my favorite character on that show. Paulie Walnuts. What makes him a good sidekick is unlike all of the other sort of key figures in the show, he has no interest in being Tony. He has no interest in being the boss. He has no interest in any sort of real power or anything like that. All he cares about basically is his mom, who ends up not being his mom, spoilers, and making Tony happy. And so he's really ultimately like the best sidekick on the show because he doesn't have any aspirations of grandeur.
It's hard to argue anything Sopranos. I'll be honest with you, and I appreciate your description.
Has anyone said Robin?
No.
Like it's almost.
I don't like. I mean, you take
Robin's
it.
like lame. Like if you want to pick Robin, fine.
I mean, he's literally become the term when talking about sidekicks. Is like he's the Robin.
I don't even know what Robin looks like. Didn't they get Robin out of all the movies because he was just
Robin was never there.
I just think
Robin's not in the Dark Knight.
If we're talking cultural impact, I don't understand how Robin's not a first round pick. Like literally his name has become the coinage.
Does Robin have cultural impact though? If somebody who's played Robin in one of the movies was walking down the street, would you be like, oh my God, that's Robin?
I mean, yeah.
But you mean the character description of like what he has become.
He is literally the coinage for the word sidekick. So I'm going Robin. I mean, it just feels like if we're talking value in the fifth round.
People are probably going to like that pick. Yeah, I think that's good value in the fifth round.
I mean, it's
I have the best.
Getting Robin in the fifth round is.
I get that it's like become the cool thing here to just make fun of my draft, but I think if you look at the board, there's no question that I have the most solid 5.
I mean, Davis, you have a better draft than fucking Duncan. He picked you.
Right, exactly.
Hold on. Wait for my 5th pick. This is probably my best one yet, even though I think Baxter Burgundy was my best one. If we're talking cultural impact, you would be hard-pressed to find a movie that was more impactful than Like Mike. And that's why I have Murph from Like Mike. Bow Wow's sidekick, Murph.
Great movie.
Think about it. The whole ending to the movie is broken if Murph doesn't pitch the shoes ahead at the end, and he's just like as solid as they come right from the jump, and they end up, both getting adopted together, and they can, continue to be each other's sidekicks for the rest of time. That's my take to round it out.
That's a good one to close it on.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, so there you have it. I mean, we'll let the people decide. I think that the proof is in the pudding on a handful of those. I
honestly thought Duncan had a good chance till the infamous one.
I didn't even like it, and it was.
Tommy, here's the thing. This is why I said it's a little bit of pandering. For some reason, our community, I was almost said fan base. They're not fans. They're our peers. Good. They love Davis. They're just enamored by everything.
That's
Davis.
Hilarious. That's funny because it's the opposite with us.
You go.
I mean, I don't think that they hate me, but I think that they like because JJ and I always fight. This is the funny thing about our JJ and my relationship. We never fight in real life, but on the show we just always go at it on different stuff. And so they it's more like the kids on the schoolyard, and JJ's like the bigger kid, and they're like, yeah, get him, but it's good. It's good content. So I'm down with it.
I still don't even understand it. Davis had this ridiculous little hat shtick. I don't even know if you saw it on visually for every one of our questions in the mailbag. He would change hats, and I'm like, Davis, this is the dumbest idea I've ever seen. This is ridiculous, and people are just Davis is so people are just loving it in the comments, and I'm like, that was a great test of where people really stand on Dave.
People are into it.
Yeah, because if they didn't like Dave, they'd be like, who is this jamoke who's just change? Yeah, what the fuck is he doing? But no, everyone's eating it up. This is art. Davis is such a special individual in mind and creative. It's a joke.